Man, have you ever had times when you felt like somebody needs to take care of you? You just needed somebody to take care of you. You had just run on empty. You had just gotten to the place where you just need somebody to take care of you. You know, a sheep is much like that. A sheep really doesn't have a whole lot of intelligence. Thank the Lord for Missionary Brown, coming this morning and teaching us, asking us the question: Is the Lord our shepherd? Sheep they don't have a whole lot of intelligence. Uh, they're really dependent on the shepherd. The shepherd is there to groom them. If a sheep is left ungroomed, any of you ever seen that video? Have you ever seen the video where the sheep that was lost for so long had been out there for so long? They found him in a thicket, and he had grown sewed all the wool that he couldn't shear it himself, and it had all this stuff tangled up in it. He could barely walk because he had so much wool on him, and this wool is the it's naturally oily, so it picks up all this debris, and it picks up all this stuff, and it stays stuck in there. So he's not this pretty wool that we see sometime, and we imagine it's really not nice. And then a lot of times what he'll do, he'll go in various places where there are cracks and crevices, and he'll slip and he'll fall and he'll hurt himself. And the shepherd has to go out there and has to rescue him and put him back on solid ground. And sometimes they're just wandering around. They don't know where to go, but that shepherd has to lead and guide them. Sometimes we just need somebody to take care of us. Well, Jesus is that somebody. Jesus is that somebody for us today. Jesus is that somebody. He is that somebody. Jesus is one who loves us, who cares for us, who would do absolutely anything for us, even die for us. Jesus was so kind that he gave an invitation. He said, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden." And some of us are heavy laden. Some of us, we have worked so hard, and we're tired. Some of us have given it everything we have. He said, "I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls." Rest unto your souls. How wonderful does that sound? Rest unto your souls. A place you can go and rest and not have to fear, not have to be concerned, not have to worry. How wonderful does that sound? A place, a secret place that you could be covered, a secret place where you could be cared for. How wonderful does that sound? There are some people out there with the sheep. The shepherd isn't always there. There's sometimes other people out there with the sheep. Sometimes you have the hireling. He's actually, as long as he's getting paid, okay, until danger shows up. And that hireling, he's not willing to give his life for the sheep. See, that shepherd is so in love with the sheep. That shepherd sometimes will have to lay across the way the door to keep anything from gaining access to the sheep. The shepherd will put himself in harm way for the sheep, not the hireling, not the hireling. Sometimes there are other things out there with the sheep. There are thieves and robbers. And the thief and the robber, for them to get in there, they can't get in there with you knowing that they're coming in there. They can't get in there that way. They can't get in there without force, without something. They're not coming in there the right way to take care of the sheep. They're coming for some other reason. Then you have the wolves. You have wolves that are out there sometime with the sheep, looking to take advantage of the sheep. They don't care about the life of the sheep whatsoever, to take full advantage of the sheep. And sometimes you have goats. And sometimes those goats look just like the sheep. Sometimes those goats look just like the sheep. Now, I don't do everything on YouTube, but sometime or another, look up fainting goats. Just Google fainting goats. Okay? So you got the goats out there with the sheep, and something startling happens, and that goat will faint. Look it up sometime. To go with, and you can kind of separate those sheep from goat just like that. You kind of see what's the sheep and what's the goat. The sheep had so much confidence in the shepherd. That shepherd has so much love for the sheep. All those sheep out there. And to us, they would look the same. But the shepherd knows them by name. The shepherd knows each one of them by name. He knows their tendencies. He knows their strengths. He knows their weaknesses. He knows them intimately. The shepherd does. Just like Jesus with us. Just like Jesus with us. He knows us intimately. He does know our fears. He knows our concerns. He knows our cares. He knows our strengths. He knows what he's invested in us. He knows what he'll ultimately get out of us. He knows how to get it out of us. We're talking Jesus, the good shepherd. Whenever Jesus came to his people talking, here John records, some people said 7 I am, some people said the 8 I ams, telling who he was. And here we have captured him talking about being the door, being access to salvation. Access to salvation. That means that this is the way that you have to go. And this is the only way that you can go. Him, and here he's talking about, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd who knows his and are known by his. And guess what? He told them, others I have that are not of this fold. See, I'm talking to you. This was Jesus. He was talking to those who had come, those Jews who were there, primarily Jews who were there. But he had some others that were not of that fold. And they need to understand that. There are going to be some others, some Gentiles who will come. And all Gentile means they weren't a Jew. So there's some others who were, and guess what? There were others who were coming who had lived before, and others who were coming who would live after. They were coming to Jesus. See, Jesus, when he died, Jesus, he was so concerned about the souls. When he died, he even went and had a revival. Taught those in the grave, revived those in the grave. He had a revival. Just at the event of his crucifixion, that was enough to start rattling things, to start shaking up things. Because Jesus, the Messiah, was here. Jesus is the Messiah. He is the one who was foretold. Jesus is the Messiah. He is the one who was prophesied about. Jesus came and fulfilled the many prophecies. Some people said there were upward of 400 prophecies that were out there, and Jesus fulfilled them all. Jesus is the one who came healing, preaching, teaching, setting people free. It was Jesus. Jesus was then, and Jesus is today. He was the same yesterday, today, and will be forevermore. Jesus, the good shepherd. So I will read these scriptures that we have. John 10, 7 through 18. Then said Jesus unto them again, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is a hireling is not a shepherd, whose own the sheep are not. Seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth, because he is a hireling, and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there should be one fold and one shepherd. Therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life that I might take it again. No man take it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. Bless you on this morning.